Hey there, Andrew the Pet Guy here with another video for you. My last video, if you watched that, you know I went very deep into the subject of water, and I kind of want to apologize. I'm new to video making, not exactly comfortable on camera yet, and really my schedule is very busy. I'm just trying to fit these in where I can. Don't have much time for planning, don't have much time for editing, but I still want to get this information out there, so when I get a chance I'm making these videos. I felt in the last one that I did not quite do a good enough job relating the subject matter back to what it means for your pets. So in these next few videos I want to gonna keep talking about water, but I'm gonna relate it back to what it means for our animals, and I'm gonna try to keep them shorter, and we'll see how that goes. This first one, if you read the title, it's about the slimy stuff in your pet's water. I mentioned in the last video how every day just about I'm in someone's house, I refill their pet's water dish with fresh water, freshly poured, and the animal immediately goes and starts drinking. What I did not mention though is that when I do that, I often have to thoroughly clean a water dish. This is something a lot of people are not doing. They are not cleaning their pet's water dishes. And what happens is there's a buildup of slimy stuff in there, and if you clean it, when you clean it, if you use your hand to actually touch it instead of a sponge, you will feel the slimy stuff. And I want to talk about what that slimy stuff is, where it comes from, and why you really don't want it there. Give me 1 second. My friend just stopped by. Come here. Come here. Here she is. She's the star of the show. Aren't you? Yeah, you're the star. Anyways, slimy stuff. Well, what is it? It's bacteria. That is a culture of bacteria that is growing. It is harmful bacteria. And if your pet's drinking out of a water dish that is built up with this, your pet is taking in harmful bacteria every day. And where does that bacteria come from? Your pet's mouth. This is something that I'm pretty serious about with my pets. I clean the water dish twice a day. Every time I feed, I clean out the water dishes and I pour fresh water. That's what I recommend for everybody. If you do not clean your pet's water dish regularly, you will get the buildup of slime. This can be also be an indicator of what's going on in your pet's mouth, and what type of dental disease, if any, is taking place. If you're cleaning this dish regularly and there's still slime building up, there is a good chance that your pet is experiencing some form of dental disease, and you may need to intervene with an oral hygiene regimen, something that I will be talking about in future videos. But another reason this can build up quickly is if you have a plastic water dish. Plastic is a porous substance, and that means that if bacteria starts building up on there, the bacteria can actually go live in the pores, and even if you clean it thoroughly, they're still embedded in the material itself, and it can be almost impossible to clean. For this reason, I always recommend using either stainless steel dishes or ceramic. Those are both non-porous surfaces, and they can be cleaned and sterilized as much or as often as you need, and you can thoroughly 100% get rid of that bacteria. The place I see the most of this buildup is when people have those big water, it's like an automatic feeder for water, where it has a big tank of water, and over days and weeks it'll take the animal to finish all the water in there. And what's happening in there is exactly what I talked about in the last video, where that water is left stagnant for long periods of time, and stagnant water is the best place for harmful bacteria to grow. And when I do pet sitting at people's homes where they have these things, I always have to clean them. They are difficult to clean, they're hard to get up into the tank, and the buildup of bacteria is all over there. I'm not completely saying these things are bad. If you're going out of town for a while, if you need to make sure your pet has water that will keep them alive, then that is a great option. But if you're going to use one of those things, it needs to be cleaned regularly. One thing I like are these pet dishes, water dishes that have a fountain and a filter and keeps water moving. That is a great way to keep water aerated and moving around in there, but there is not so much motion going on in that water that it keeps the bacteria from forming. And those can also lead to a tremendous buildup of slimy bacteria, and those also need to be cleaned regularly. So, trying to keep this short. Number one, you do not want the water you're feeding your pets to stagnate for too long. Number two, if it does stagnate, you will begin to get a buildup of harmful bacteria. So three, those dishes need to be cleaned and sterilized regularly. Do not use plastic, use stainless steel or ceramic. I go to Dollar Tree all the time. They have great dishes for $1. You can get stainless steel or ceramic. So you can actually pay a lot less for these than you're paying for plastic dishes elsewhere. These are important steps we can take to help keep our pets healthy. For more about water, see my last video. Feel free to comment, ask me questions, and please share. This is important information that all pet owners need to know. I'm trying to get it out there. This conversation will be unfolding and expanding in the weeks to come. I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching.